So here we are with the final part of this very chapter. The part 3 here we'll try to understand the reorganization of states from 1956 to 2019. We'll look into the history of this very formation of states in these few years, that is 1956 to the current 2019. Okay. All right. So what happened after 1956 Act? Till 1956, there were 14 states and 6 union territories. After 1956, what exactly happened? But let's look at this in the chronological order. Now, this very chronological order is very, very important because sometimes in your preliminary examination, the chronological questions are asked and you are asked to arrange them in an order, as in what happened first and then, kind of, or what happened at the last, kind of going in a descending order. Okay, so this is very important. You can take a screenshot of it, or maybe you can write it down by pausing, but you have to make a note of it. This is very, very important. All right, now in 1960, Bombay got bifurcated. The greater Bombay got bifurcated into Gujarat, and Gujarat became the 15th state, and the other part, the remaining part, was the Maharashtra. It was called Maharashtra. So the greater Bombay got bifurcated into Gujarat and Maharashtra. That was the first split which happened after 1956, and that was in the year 1960. And in 1962, Dadra and Nagar Haveli became union territory. And again, in the same year, 1962, Goa, Daman, and Diu also became union territories or union. Please remember, let us not go deep into it, as in who ruled these states and what exactly happened with them. For that, maybe we can learn them when we do the India after independence, which is kind of part of mains examination. But however, for prelims, let's not get deeper into it. This much of information is quite enough for you. Okay. And in 1962, the same year, again, Puducherry, which was called Pondicherry at that point of time, became union. In 1963, 1 year later, Nagaland became the 16th state. Now, this very state, Nagaland, was carved out from Assam. Assam's, state, out of, the part of the Assam was taken out and was called Nagaland, and that became the 16th state. All right. And in 1966, Punjab was bifurcated to create Haryana. So Haryana became the 17th state. So the greater Punjab, okay, now that got split into a minor Punjab and Haryana. All right. And also the third part also was kind of taken from it, Chandigarh, which was per se called a union territory and which has remained so far as a union territory. Okay. And in 1971, Himachal Pradesh became the 18th state. So remember, it is 1971. 1972, Manipur, Tripura, and Meghalaya got statehood, and Meghalaya was the 21st state to get formed. And in 1972, in the same year, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh were made union territories from the territory of Assam. In 1963, Nagaland came into being from Assam, and in 1972, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh came out from Assam. So Assam is a very big state, out of which Nagaland came out, and later Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh also came out. But here, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh were made union territories and not. And then again in 1975, Sikkim became part of India as the 22nd state. Now, Sikkim was not part of India before. Sikkim was an external state. It was ruled by Chogyal kingdom. Okay, and then the people actually wanted to be part of India. So hence a referendum through one of the people's consent here. Sikkim became part of India and also became the 22nd state. Okay. Later in 1987, Mizoram became 23rd state, Goa became 24th, and Arunachal Pradesh got its statehood. All these three, Mizoram, Goa, and Arunachal Pradesh were union territories. But in 87, it became states. Okay. In 2000, Chhattisgarh was carved out from Madhya Pradesh. That was the 26th state. Jharkhand was taken from Bihar. And then the Uttaranchal was taken from Uttar Pradesh. Now that Uttaranchal later was renamed as Uttarakhand. So this happened in 2000, and there were around 28 states by then. And in 2014, Telangana got separated from Andhra Pradesh and it got its statehood, and that became the 29th state. Okay, and currently in 2019, as we are discussing and trying to learn these things, Jammu and Kashmir was bifurcated. The whole state was bifurcated into two union territories. One is the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and the second is the Union Territory of Ladakh. Now, the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir will have a legislature, whereas the Ladakh Union Territory will not have the legislature. Now, two such examples are Delhi and Puducherry, which has their own legislature. And we know Delhi is now actually ruled by Aam Aadmi Party, and Kejriwal is the chief minister there. So hence there is a legislation. But however, please understand and please remember, union territory which are kind of having legislation or legislature of its own, or those without legislature, they can only make laws. However, the very execution of those laws or the administration of union territory, lies with central government or union government. Okay, but however, in case of states, both the legislation as well as the administration is done by the state, right? Because state, it has its own chief minister, and he is part of legislation as well as he is the part of executive. But in union territory, the legislators are not part of the executive. Now let's look at some of the changes of names which has happened so far. In 1950, United Provinces was renamed as Uttar Pradesh. 1969, Madras became Tamil Nadu. 1973, Mysore became Karnataka. 1973, in the same year, Lakshadweep, Minicoy and Amendivi Islands became what we now call as Lakshadweep. And in 1992, Union Territory of Delhi became a National Capital Territory of Delhi. And this, was done through 69th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1991. Now, I'll give you another pointer here. Very important fact here, that when any name changing or when any boundary of the state is changed, though we don't need a constitutional amendment for that, but per se, to change the name of that very state, we have to change its particular or provision as per Schedule 1 of the Constitution. Schedule 1 of the Constitution, and hence it requires constitutional amendment. And though it requires constitutional amendment, it doesn't require special majority. It can be done only through simple majority. So whenever any change of name or boundary is done, that change not only is reflected in part 1 of the Constitution, but also that change is done in the Schedule 1 of the Constitution also. Remember this, Schedule 1. Okay, there are 12 schedules. The first schedule is the one which actually gives us the names and the very area of the states and the union territories in India. So, to proceed further, in 2006, Uttaranchal became Uttarakhand. 2006, in the same year, Pondicherry became Puducherry. And in 2011, Orissa became Odisha. All right. So these were some of the changes of respective names of the states which happened so far. So these dates, these years are quite important, because if they are asked in your preliminary examination to be arranged in a chronological order, then it becomes very imperative and very important for you to remember. Okay, so with this, we will now finish the part 3, that is the final part of this very series and this very chapter, states and union territories. I hope you liked it, and I hope it was helpful. So I want you guys to suggest us which chapter you would want to see next in the Indian polity series, that we can come up with that. Okay, so leave your feedback in the comment section. and share this video with or this playlist or this channel per se with your friends who would also get benefited by it. Like our video, and if you have anything to know, leave your comment in the comment section. All the best. Take care.